What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 173 of the Get Game Podcast. Here to bring you everything New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national and international sports. Hosted by usually Grassani, George Cunningham, Rich, and our special guest, CJ Pukala. You can tune into the podcast on various platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Also, follow us on social media at Get Game IP. Plus, it's time to get your game on.
What the fuck? What's the flying fuck? We got so many.
What?
So many platforms we're on. Jesus Christ.
We're on. That's why I always say including, but not limited to, because we're everywhere.
Adam, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. It was just too damn long. I was about to start falling asleep in on.
Axe never falls asleep on us. Marcellus and Sam is a different story. But anyway, guys, let's be around the show. We got a very, very special guest joining us. One of my favorite files, Yankee Sarah, does a lot of great work on YouTube and Twitter at the Four Line. Really big time Yankee fan, big fan of all sports, all New Jersey sports. We're so happy to welcome to the show, CJ Pukala. CJ, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Hey, how are you? Thank you guys for inviting me. Thank you for watching my content and stuff. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was going to open with that because I checked out some of your stuff for the Four Line, all of your work with the Bleacher Creatures. It's great stuff. So if you want to talk about that for a little bit, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So initially, this started off about 3 years ago. It was just podcast videos for a while. And then, once COVID ended, me and my friend Brandon, who I run this with, we hit the stadium. We made a video, and our tickets just happened to be in the bleachers that day. And we were like, oh, shit, this is a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. So later on in the baseball season, I think it was maybe June-ish, we went there again and we made another video, and then we started to meet more people. And as time went on, that season 21, I met a ton of different people, and then 2022, 23, same thing. And then people love the videos, and it means the world, honestly, because we're just out here having fun, just recording videos, and people.
Were you at the last game? The last game against the Royals?
No, I wasn't. I was there on Saturday. I was working on Sunday.
Well, you work for the games, or you?
No. I work outside of Yankee Stadium.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Mike was at the game on Sunday.
Yeah, I was there Saturday. It was a good time, and then I'll be there tomorrow, Wednesday, Subway Series, and then in Baltimore on Friday and Saturday. I'll be there as well. So
nice. You're there all the time, huh?
I try my best.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So so let's dive into obviously the Yankees. They've had what's the word I could say? They've had an interesting season. Let's just put it that way.
Not what I was expecting.
I don't think it's what anyone was expecting, but I really think a large portion of the season has really been a letdown, for us. Now they did sweep the Royals, which is good, but hey, it's the Royals. So that's a team you should sweep. That's my big takeaway from that series, CJ, was that's what this team should have done to the Angels and the Rockies.
That's what I'm saying too, man. Yeah, I get they lost. Coors Field, tough place to play, but again, you should be taking 2 out of 3. You should be taking 2 out of 3, maybe sweeping the Angels. You just have to do that. And then the Royals, the worst team in baseball, along with Oakland, you got to sweep them. Coming in, my mindset was, if they don't sweep, they're finished. If they are done. And they were able to get their head screwed on a little bit, get some stuff going, and it was pretty good to see. Rizzo the other day on Sunday, 4 for 4. Maybe he's turning a corner finally. Stanton continues at the ball. I saw some encouraging signs, but you could also say, yeah, it's the Royals. That's what they should be doing. But hey, the Mets aren't too high right now. Again, that's another series you have to. I say just sweep this series. Yeah, I get you going against Verlander, but You got to sweep them, and then Baltimore coming up, huge series. Like you got to have a ton of momentum and be on the right foot heading into that series because, believe it or not, they're still fighting for a division spot. The Yankees, like they're still fighting for a top 2 spot. Whether, yeah, it doesn't really look like it, but they could get right back in the race if they just win a couple games against the Orioles and do what they're supposed to do against the Mets. Like they will be right back in it.
That's the most frustrating thing. It's not like I have so many complaints, go like spanning for a couple of years now about the Yankees, but which I'll get into a bit later. But right now specifically, it's like they're losing these series consistently that they should easily sweep, or at the very least take 2 or 3, or at bare minimum take a game. Like that series against the Angels, they had no excuse not taking at least 2. Same thing with the Rockies, and same thing with the Cubs. Like these are teams that are, let's face it, even without Aaron Judge, the Yankees are supposed to be better than, they're so, even without Aaron Judge, which yes, the loss of Aaron Judge is huge, no one's denying that, but it's like they still should not be, like, even without Aaron Judge, they shouldn't be this bad. And that's my big takeaway from this season, CJ, I wanted to ask you about, is that yes, losing Aaron Judge stings, but losing him is not the only reason, this team has performed. It's like all the big guys, Rizzo, although yeah, he had the big game game that Michael was at last Sunday, but besides that, he's just struggling. DJ Mays is struggling. Stanton, struggling, although he is hitting a little bit better. And then what else? I mean, we could sit, and then Josh Donaldson, enough said, but
Yeah.
that's the big thing. That's my big takeaway. That's why I asked you, CJ, is that yes, the Aaron Judge stinks, but there are more problems, with this team, besides him not being there.
Yeah, man. Like, like I get losing. Like, all right, if you're playing like Tampa or Baltimore or like other good teams in the American League without Aaron Judge, I could understand, or other teams around the MLB, right, for that matter. I can understand why you might lose some games. I get it. Like he's your best player. You don't have that same advantage against other good teams as you do with him in the lineup. So I understand. But see, the thing is, the way this team was built was just off stellar pitching and home runs. The Yankees haven't been hitting a lot of home runs because guys like Stan was hurt for a minute, was cold when he came back. Rizzo didn't hit a home run for 2 months. And then like you're not getting runners on base. So even when people do hit home runs, it's like just solo shots or 2-run shots. Like that really doesn't do much when, you're starting pitching. Yeah, for example, like Garrett Cole, great example. Guy gives up maybe 1 to 3 runs, like looks great, goes like 6-7 innings, and then you just don't score at all. So it's a big problem. And it just goes beyond Aaron Judge. Like when you're playing the Cardinals, the Cubs, the Rockies, the Angels, you should be crushing the ball off these guys with ERAs over 5. Like you shouldn't be letting Jamison Tyone throw 7 complete innings, shutting you down, no runs. Like you shouldn't let these guys on Colorado and Anaheim shut you down when their ERAs are over 5. Like that just can't happen, especially when you're putting your good pitchers out there, and then your good pitchers give up a couple runs in the first 2 innings, like Rodon, for example, the other day. Harman has been giving up some runs early. You're in a hole to start the game already. And then with the way the offense has been performing recently, that does no good for anybody, because when you're already in a hole like that, with the way this Yankees team has looked over the last like month, you're not winning the game. Like straight up, as we saw in Colorado and Anaheim, they go down early, they are not winning. Like they are done. Like they have no hope for the rest of the game. And that's the unfortunate part. So Judge coming back soon, obviously that'll be a huge addition, but the way this team is constructed, you got to add some pieces here and there, and then boom. Like I think they'll be all right if they do that. If they don't, then it's going to be the same thing continuing on.
That's the thing, and that's my thing, CJ, with this organization, is that Brian Cashman, God bless him, he's brought, like he's had a long, like, tenure. He's done a lot of good for a franchise, but I've held the opinion that he's overstayed his welcome. Like the organization under him right now, it just feels stale. Like the organization feels stale. Aaron Boone, like again, I like it personally, but I do not trust him, in a big spot to push the right buttons. You could say that's my takeaways. I have this organization right now, in my opinion, it just feels stale, and that it just feels stale. And I definitely think changes have to be made, especially to the roster. Even if whether it be with Brian Cash or without Brian Cash, I just feel like this roster, I think this roster definitely needs, a bit of, a reset or two, because guys like LeMay, like we can see right now, LeMay's not getting any younger, Stanton's not getting any younger, Riz is not getting younger, and like a lot of this team, is getting younger. Now, I wanted to ask you, CJ, since you kind of like hit on it, a bit earlier when you said like some of the pieces you wanted to add in your philosophy going forward. The trade deadline is a week away. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Do you think they should be buyers or sellers?
See, this is a question I love to talk about online and with my friends, like,
Yes,
because
it's not a slam dunk either way.
they're only 2.5 games, whatever it is, out of the wild card spot right now. So I wouldn't say you should sell, but even if you were to sell, who would you sell outside of Gleyber Torres? Like, nobody is taking DJ LeMahieu. Nobody is taking Giancarlo Stanton. Nobody is taking Anthony Rizzo. Like, you can't really sell with this ball club. Like, Carlos Rodon's in the first year of his contract. You're not touching Garrett Cole. Like, there's really nothing to sell.
But
even if
only
you were
two players I think you could sell would be Bader and Sevy.
Yeah, I would say Bader, Sevy, Torres, maybe Wandy because he's on a contract year. But
yeah,
like, that's really it. Like, that is
Guys,
really it.
the
Like,
Yankees have been so bad this year. They made me fall asleep every time I talk about them. They're so disappointing.
well, I honestly don't even blame you, dude. I fall asleep watching this team sometimes, bro. Like, yeah, it's
Sorry, I
brutal
was
out
about
here.
to take a nap, Adam. Much as I love the Yankees, I got a question for my main man, CJ over
Does
here.
CJ finish what you were saying, and then Michael, you can ask.
First of all, CJ looks like he bored talking about the Yankees, man. He look like he about to fall asleep his damn self. Shit.
Bro, I've had a long day, man. I've had a
Poor
long day,
Adam.
but
Poor our guest, man. He a Yankee fan. And now we got to deal with this Alex Rich, who's a Phillies fan, by the way.
all right.
He's an all Philly sports fan. All Philly.
Okay.
He's a dick riding fan. He a dick riding fan.
Yo, but the thing is, man, even with the Yankees, bro, like right now, I honestly like they're just right outside of the wild card. I would say buy, honestly, bro. Like they should. That's the right thing to do. Like the code, like you're obviously not gonna be buying Juan Soto. The Padres have been playing better. Padres aren't trading him. Ohtani, not giving up the farm for him when you could sign him in, I don't know, what are we in, July? When you could sign him in like 8-9 months.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
And Willie want to come here either way.
No, yeah, exactly. Like, I'm
Like,
not trying to trade.
Different animal.
Not trying to trade away the entire farm for a player for, I don't know, 3 months. Like, seriously, like not a good idea in my opinion. But there are some ways you could go. Like, there's
Imagine
David
we get
Bednar's of the
Ohtani.
world.
Adam, imagine we get Ohtani from the Yankees.
Dude, that would be amazing.
You'll buy an
bro.
Ohtani jersey, right, Michael?
We'll buy an Ohtani jersey right when it comes out.
Oh, same here, bro. I'll be first in line for that jersey, bro. Like,
CJ, you may be after me, brother. You may be after me because I'll fight you for it. I'll fight you for it. I'll fight you to the death, homie. That's Adam.
I don't blame you, bro.
I'll learn Japanese trying to say that motherfucker. I'll learn Japanese.
Shit. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'll be like signing out
of
of baseball.
Yeah, bro. He's an exciting dude to watch, bro. I love Shohei Ohtani.
He's unbelievable.
One of my favorite players.
He's the second coming of Babe Ruth. I've been telling people this. He's the second coming of Babe Ruth.
Oh, for sure. Like, people say, yeah, he's overrated. I really don't understand that whole.
How could you think he's overrated?
He's the only player that can hit home runs and can pitch over 90.
Yeah,
exactly.
And he can do both at an elite level. It's crazy.
Exactly. I don't understand.
It's like
we're
not gonna see another guy like him for a long time, if at all.
Exactly. Like, it took, I don't know, 100 years since Babe Ruth, something like that. Like,
yeah.
I got a question for CJ.
Go ahead, Michael.
Who is your favorite Yankee of all time?
Oh, that's an easy one. I'd say Derek Jeter. Like I just love the guy since I was a kid,
Yes.
man.
It's
Like
the
the guy, the way,
easiest. It's the
yeah, the
easiest.
way he carried himself on the field, off the field, just a pure winner on and off. Like it's just so easy to fall in love with a guy like that. And then people shit on me all the time when I say, "Oh yeah, A-Rod, like that's one of my boys." Like I love A-Rod. Like love him or hate him. Yeah, he did steroids, is what it is, but he was a damn good ball player. People tend to not remember that kind of part. They just remember jump straight to this. Oh, steroids! Like he's one of the best players I ever saw. The guy was awesome. And then you get, I mean, I also big like currently I love Judge and Cole. Those are my guys. So yeah, but I'd say really Jeter, A-Rod, Mariano, like those are my favorite players when I was younger, and they still are like to this
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, Jeter, A-Rod, Mario, those are three of all my all-time favorites.
Oh
Too.
yeah, I
I
loved
also
watching them.
loved Matsui.
Oh, me too. I was a big Matsui guy. Johnny
And you
Damon,
got
I
a
liked
question?
Swisher.
No. He was just talking about. He was answering your question. He was talking about his favorite Yankees.
And what was your favorite Yankee moment?
Ooh, this is a good question. I like this one. Honestly, the first one that could come to my head is Jeter's walk-off single against the Orioles in his final game at Yankee Stadium. That was one of my favorites. But a close second, like I'm just basing off things that I've seen. Like, yeah, it could be like, oh yeah, like the Subway Series in 2000, but I wasn't on this earth then. So I'm gonna go like another one I really love because this was like one of the first real like postseason moments I had like ever. But I mean, yeah, I was young in '09. Like I was young in like 2011, 2012. Like this is like one of the first moments I was able to like fully remember was Gary Sanchez's double against Houston in 2017 at home.
That was amazing.
Dude, that was absolutely absurd. Like, and then even things like the perfect game from Harman was awesome. Like Judge hitting 62. Like those are things you just will never like. Maybe you'll see Otani hit 63. Who knows? But like these are things that like people just don't see every day, and like those are like completely out of the ordinary things. And I was lucky enough to have two players from my favorite team like participate in those moments. You know what I'm saying? Like Judge hitting 62, the perfect game. Like it's just pure history, dude. Like you really can't like those have to be in my top five as well. Like just because just awesome moments to witness because they're historical. Like you don't see people pitch perfect games and break home run records that often. So
Definitely. I wanted to build off something you said, CJ, because
yeah,
you said remember Gary's like that big go ahead hit back in 2017, and I look back at 2017 and it's like we got to Game 7 of the ALCS and we have not gotten closer to a World Series since. So I want to ask you about that because you remember what Hal Steinberg said a couple months ago, like on the Michael K show, saying, "Oh, I don't understand why fans are so mad," and I literally said on his podcast, it's like you want to say, okay, yeah, yes, we're mad we haven't won a World Series since 2009. Yes, let's get that out of the way. We're upset with that, but it's not just strictly the fact that we haven't won or gone to a World Series since 2009. It's that you remember back in 2017, or heck, even 2019 when they took the Astros 6 games and they signed Garrett Cole. It's like you're going up back-to-back 100-win seasons, and since that point, you have not gotten close to a World Series. You've gotten farther. You haven't taken steps forward. You've taken steps backward. Like that's the issue, and that's my big issue with the Yankees organization as a whole. Because I've always felt this way. I feel like they want to win a World Series. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say the House side broadcasters don't want to win a World Series, but it's like it feels like, and I could be wrong. I don't know if Hal or broadcaster want to come on this podcast and answer my question. Hey, feel free to, but I feel like it feels like they won't take they won't go the extra miles put this team over up. Like last offseason they re-signed Judge, great, amazing. They get Rodon, great. I like the sign. I mean how he's pitched up our side. I like the sign. Bring Rizzo back, bring Angley back. Like I liked a lot of the moves, but everyone's new coming this season. Like, hey, are we okay at third base? Are we okay at left field? Those legitimate questions, and once once again, they fell short of answering those. So that's my big problem with the Yankees right now is that it really feels like to me that they, for whatever reason, they just don't go the extra mile to put this team over the hump.
Yeah, see, man, that's the thing. Like,
because Brian Cashman's a moron. We already
Exactly.
established it.
exactly.
Fuck Brian
It is.
Cashman. I want to kill him.
Michael, let CJ cook. Let CJ cook.
Yo,
Me and CJ can
Cashman-
co-cook. We can co-cook Brian Cashman.
yo. Cashman's done some good things back in the day, but
He did
Yeah,
shit.
like-
He didn't want to pay Derek Jeter, your idol. He didn't want to pay Jeter.
no,
So
yeah,
Cash-
like even it's just like shit like that, bro. Like
Cashman,
nowadays, dude,
he
the
needs to
guy is not
go.
the guy.
He got to get up and pack up.
All right.
He needs to get up and get going. He got to get going. You got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. You ain't got to go
I
home, man.
agree.
All right. CJ, go ahead.
100% agree.
Go
with you,
interrupt
man.
black people at the buffet. You know better.
Like Cashman has to go, bro. Like it's long overdue. The guys, again, as you mentioned
Cashman's
before,
the
outdated bullshit from
Guys, can
Brian
you agree
Cashman.
that Cashman's the devil?
And Yankee
I
fans'
would go-
eyes, yeah.
For Yankee fans,
Certain
yeah.
people's eyes, yeah. But dude,
I
like,
want him to die in hell. Because I'm sorry, I just hate Cashman with a passion. He's on my shit list, CJ. He's on my shit list.
hey, he's been on my shit list for a couple of years too. And I've been saying since like 2020, 2021, like, yo, Cashman, boom, like the fuck,
I started a fire Cashman chant at the Yankee game yesterday.
Yeah, I've been doing that, bro. I remember I started a fire boom chant like 3 years ago, 2021, and then I was doing the same thing with Cashman like last season. And
Honestly,
yo, like,
I'm a fan of Boone, but
I'm
he
not
just
his
got
biggest fan.
Nah.
Here's why.
I like
here's
it
why.
personally. His in-game managing, I don't like.
Here's why.
Yeah.
He got dealt the bad hand. He got dealt the
Yeah.
bad hand.
That is true.
Here's
In a way,
my
that's
big
true.
problem with Boone is that, let's call him what he is. He's an analytics manager. Like he, whether he believes it or not, like he does for the most part what the front office tells him, and you could tell managing a game. It's like they create like a script pre-game based on analytics, and they execute that script to the best of their ability. And I just don't trust Boone, in big spots, read the field or have a feel for the game and know when to go off script. And that's my big thing. And CJ said, you see with teams with these analytics managers, like look at last year with the Astros. Dusty Baker's like I'm not saying he's not anti-analytics by any means, but he's kind of an old school manager. Same thing with the Braves in 2021. Who's it again? I keep on forgetting the Braves manager for some reason.
That's a good question.
I know, but sometimes his
let me
name just escapes
It's
me.
I think it's Brian Snicker, actually.
I'm
Brian.
pretty sure.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Let me check here for a second, but yeah, same thing. Right,
I don't
Brian
know.
Snicker.
I mean,
Yeah,
he should still be
Brian
there,
Snicker.
right? Yeah.
He's more of an old school guy. So you be as front of us, be as analytics as you want. I'm cool with that, but in the game, I want an actual manager, actually managing the game, because outside of the 2020 season with the Dodgers with Dave Roberts, who's, by the way, not a good manager, and no one can change my mind on that. Outside of that season, which is a fugazi 60-game season, when has an quote unquote analytics manager ever taken his team over the hump to the big dance?
No, you're right, man. Dude, and the thing is with the Yankees, it's just every year, dude, there was a certain standard one day where the Yankees were winning with George Steinbrenner, bro. I hate to be that guy that's always ooh, if George was here, because I sound like a boomer, but yo, if I had to be quite frank, if George was still here, Aaron Boone and Cashman would have been gone a while ago. This organization,
100%.
bro, this organization would be heading in a totally different direction, in a more positive direction, if he was still here. Obviously, shit happens. He's not here anymore. God rest his soul. But nowadays, you're stuck with Hal, and he's not the same guy as his father was. He's not as much hands on. He's not He's invested in other things besides just the New York Yankees. Like George's lifeblood was the Yanks, bro. Like that guy bled pinstripes just like everyone else. Like,
hold up, CJ. Let me add on what you said.
Oh yeah, of course.
Go ahead, Michael.
I'm probably the oldest one to remember George Steinbrenner in here because I've been a Yankee fan since I was born in 94, so I've been watching baseball majority of my life. I'm just saying, if the late great George Steinbrenner was here today, he would have killed his son for fucking up the Yankees. Let's just be real. George Steinbrenner's mindset was you get the best available players on free agency at any cost. When he was also running the team, he was also the general manager for the Yankees. People don't know that when he was in the 80s and 70s. That's how we drafted Thurman Munson. That's how we got Bobby Mercer. That's how we signed Reggie Jackson, Chris Chambers. We got Dave Winfield. We got we got Don Mattingly. We got all the Yankee greats. We got Clemens. We had Paul O'Neill, Derek Jeter. Like, here's the thing. Brian Cashman, how can I say this? He is the Jerry Krause of the MLB. God awful. Like, Brian Cashman is the Jerry Krause. He's hated by the fans, but he wins championships. That's the biggest comparison I could put.
The thing is, Cashman hasn't won anything in what are we now? How many years ago? It's 14 years now. Jesus Christ, bro! I was 4 years old. Like, come on.
How old was I? I was 13 back in 2009. I was in middle school.
I was 15 when they won. How old are you, CJ?
I'm 18, so I'm young.
And we can't even take him to a strip club yet. Come on.
But I wanted to.
He's probably has his bedtime, man. I think CJ has his bedtime.
I want to chime on what you guys were saying about George Steinbrenner, because people forget back in the 80s that George Steinbrenner was a problem, for the Yankees. He was way too over aggressive. He was way too, he often let his passion, I feel like get in the way of sound baseball. It's just people forget. Remember when he got suspended, for 2 years? Yankee fans cheered. This man was that hated by Yankee fans. So that's why I have a problem with what if George was here? Because hey, me and George should be. Remember a couple years ago when the Yankees were rumored to be on Chris Sale and that who was Chris Sale with at the time? But apparently they wanted Judge and the Yankees wouldn't do it. Maybe George makes that trade and bam, we don't have Aaron Judge. So George was like that right now. That being said, I do feel like his passion and his sense of urgency, the Yankees are clearly missing that right now. I just feel like Hal's mentality is an overcorrection for what George was all the way back in the day, because you can make argument that George is too aggressive. I feel like Hal's not aggressive enough.
No, Hal has that laid back mentality, and honestly, no one fucks with it. No one likes it, because you could just tell, this guy is way too focused on other things. His primary focus ain't the Yankees. He's owning AC Milan, New York City FC, all these other things that he's worried about. Jersey ad patches, bro, like shit like this, and he doesn't. I feel like he really doesn't put his best foot forward, and I understand the stuff that is his father's leadership style really isn't something you see in today's game anymore. Most of this stuff is laid back. You don't see any owners being as strict and as invested as guys like George Steinbrenner anymore. Maybe and people, Mets fans love to compare Cohen to Steinbrenner, bro. A, Steinbrenner was a winner, and B, I don't see Cohen doing it. Maybe he's signing top guys, whatever, but I don't see him doing half the things that George Steinbrenner was doing with the Yankees. I don't see him having that impact.
You're thinking about Steinbrenner.
Yeah, I'm talking about George Steinbrenner.
He didn't take failure.
Exactly.
I think George Steinbrenner is probably running in his grave, saying when his son gets to heaven, he's going to kill Hal Steinbrenner twice as over.
Yeah, like he's not
Guys,
like
a monkey
he's
could run the
nothing.
Yankees and will do better. A monkey.
Dude, like, and you know what's crazy? Like, dude, a lot of us fans, I feel like, I mean, yeah, I really can't criticize as much about Hal's like passion towards it because, again, I don't know the guy personally, so maybe he's different behind the scenes than what we
Yeah.
see. But for him to say, I don't understand why fans are upset,
Yeah.
his father would have fired Boone already.
Yeah,
His
exactly.
father would have made shitloads of changes with this team already. He wouldn't be saying, I understand why our fans are upset. He'd be saying, I'm upset as well, and I completely understand, and we're going to fix it. Like, he's
Like,
not saying
it's
that kind of
stuff like
nonsense
that.
to
It's stuff
the,
like
to the
that.
microphone.
Your
And
father.
here's the thing. Like, give Hal credit. He was the reason that ultimately Judge came back. He got on the phone and and brought Judge back. So I give him credit for that. But there's a bunch of these other things that he does that I feel like is worth criticizing.
Oh, yeah,
Guys.
likewise, man.
Sorry, Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, Adam, don't interrupt the black man, Adam. You don't interrupt a black man at a buffet. How many times I gotta tell you? Fucking racist prick. Here's what I gotta say.
Sorry for the you won't even show your face on screen.
All right, my bad. I was sick. I was about to fall asleep. All right, I'll put my light on so you niggas can see me. I was sleeping. Honestly, I forgot we had a show today.
While you do that, Michael, Alex, you said you had a question for CJ. Damn,
there's a rule. Alex should not
man
ask a question if he can't talk to him in person. That should be the rule of the show.
All right, get a shirt on, my boy. All right, but Alex, but
Adam, you know who likes me with
Michael's
shirtless?
getting a shirt on. Alex, go ahead.
Adam, you know who likes me with your shirt off? Adam, you know who likes me with my shirt off? Yo, mama.
Go ahead, Alex.
Okay, CJ, just to let you know, my birthday is next Tuesday. And I know the Yankees have a big game against Tampa Bay.
Who gives a shit? Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you. I know that the Yankees have a big game that night, going up against Zach Eflin. I wanted to go thoughts on that matchup.
Who are they playing next Tuesday? By the way, happy early birthday. Hope you have a good one.
They're playing Tampa Bay.
Oh, Tampa Bay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, like that's gonna be a huge tilt. And yo, I'm gonna be honest, Tampa has not been great this month, but neither have the Yankees. So I feel like that could go either. I mean, next week maybe there'll be some moves already made by that point because the deadline is approaching close. Like it's coming. It's only like I see it. It's almost here. And yo, like if a bunch of teams make some moves real quick, like I did think if the Yankees make some moves before that series, it's going to completely change the entire pace of it. And I think the Yankees could possibly take that series. But I feel like maybe it could depend on some deadline moves. It could depend if the Yankees are maybe like hit the ground running, get hot a little bit. It depends if the Rays are cold. So honestly, I think if the Rays continue this cold streak, I think the Yankees have them right where they want them if the Yankees continue to win. But I think it's going to be a good matchup, obviously. Like, we played Tampa pretty well this season, if I remember correctly. Like, outside of that series in the Trop back in, like, I don't know, maybe it was early May, like, that wasn't good. But last time they came to the Bronx, I'm pretty sure we took the series from them, if I remember correctly. So they're coming back into our building again. I think we could do the same thing. I got a lot of faith and positivity going towards the Yankees right now. So I think they could take that. I think they could take a series against Tampa, but first order of business, the Mets, then Baltimore, and then I think we could. I think if we do well on those two series, we could really stick it to Tampa and maybe move up a little bit in the standings. So
definitely. One thing, and this is another thing I wanted to ask you about, CJ, and another problem I have is that going back to 2017, like and we have all these high expectations. You look at all of these players, aside from Aaron Judge, and maybe Seven Gleyber Torres, like those guys, you could argue, okay, they Judge obviously panned out, but the other two you could argue like somewhat like and that those two you could argue have somewhat at least panned out. But aside from those guys, Miguel Andujar gone, Clint or Jackson Frazier gone, Greg Bird, gone. Gary Sanchez, gone. Am I missing anyone? It's like you
Nah,
had
not
all
really.
these, baby bombers come up, and all of them, have played out. You look at what the Orioles are doing with their player development. Look at all the young guys they brought up. Look at how the Braves have been able to develop talent. Look how the Astros have been developed talent. So, and this isn't just this has been a problem by broadcast center. Outside of Cano and Judge, like those are the only true superstars that Cash has been able to develop during his era. So I support that's a major problem that with the Yankees right now. That if they're gonna, if they're
Adam,
gonna,
Adam, my question.
let me finish. Let me
Let
finish.
me. You interrupt me before I answer my question.
I know, finish, but I want to ask you. I want to ask you about that,
Hurry
do you
up,
share
nigga.
do you share same sentiment about that, CJ?
Nigga, hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, so player development, bro, like it's been messed. It's been terrible in recent years. Like as you said, like all these guys just fizzled out, and then you forget about like the Davy Garcias of the world, like who also were expected to be very good, fell off a cliff. The Esteban Florials, like all these other guys that we've been seeing in the minors all this time, and we were like, yo, like these guys might be legit. Turned out to be nothing. So, yeah, that's definitely a huge issue, and hopefully that could be addressed in some way, shape, or form. But it all falls on the management and the coaching. So again, that's been a huge problem in recent years, and it's really showing in multiple ways.
Yeah, if that continues with this next wave of prospects, that continues with Volpe, if that continues with Peraza, Dominguez, Wells, all these guys, then I'm going to come out and say it. We're in trouble.
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Now, guys, my question now because Adam likes
Go ahead, Michael.
Likes to be rude and interrupt racist now because he's a racist. So, CJ, what was your favorite World Series as being a Yankee fan, being a historical Yankee fan?
Well, I think 09 like just hits different to me. Like I hold that one close to me because that was the only one I saw. Like that was the only time I ever saw the Yankees lift the World Series trophy. So that one hits home to me. But another one that I love, like, and I love using this one is 2000 against the Mets. Like, honestly, to me, outside of beating the Red Sox, there was nothing better than beating the Mets. So to do it to them on the national stage for all the marbles just makes me very happy. Like I can't stand them in any way.
Yeah,
and
Michael, if you look on Twitter or now it's called the X for some whatever stupid reason, but if you look on like our man CJ here does not like the Mets.
You would hate my cousin Marcellus. You would hate my cousin Marcellus.
I have a lot of friends who are Mets fans, bro.
Fan.
Yeah, I got a lot of friends who are Mets fans. Sometimes I can't stand the things they say, but they're my friends.
Here's what I got another question.
Yo.
You said Derek Jeter was your favorite Yankee. Who is on your Mount Rushmore of greatest baseball players of all time and your Mount Rushmore of New York Yankees?
So like my Yankee players on there or like MLB?
Both.
Okay,
Both.
So that's a good question. So MLB, I might have to throw Babe Ruth on there, honestly. Like he's old time, but great player. And this is always a controversial.
If my guy is not picked, we're gonna have a problem.
What'd you say?
If my guy isn't picked, you gotta leave the show.
All right. I'm gonna roll Barry Bonds.
Thank you. That's my guy. He
okay, good. Because people say, again, with like I was mentioning before about A-Rod, steroids. Woo, like, dude.
When you saw him before the steroids, he was averaging 40 home runs a game, 30 steals, 130 RBIs.
Dude, the guy had one of the sweetest swings of all time. Like, you're not like steroids have nothing to do with pure mechanics and pure skill. And then, another guy I also really enjoy who I think it should be on there is Ken Griffey Jr. Big fan of his. Like, guy was awesome, and he really helped revolutionize the game itself. And then who else am I trying to think of here? I feel like Nolan Ryan should be on there, bro. One of the greatest pitchers ever, dude. The guy was a absolute bull. Like the guy was a warrior.
Yeah. Let me call you. I agree with you, but I also say Willie Mays.
Oh yeah, I could also say Willie Mays as well. And then another one I throw on there, honestly, like Yankee bias in full force. Mariano Rivera. Like, I'm trying to get a player from like everywhere. And Mariano, bro, dude, greatest closer I've ever seen. The world has ever seen. Like,
Exactly.
you were just not hitting this guy. I
It's
mean,
like
it was very rare. Like, it was very
you
rare
bring
to
him
watch
in, like
Mariano get knocked
once you
around.
hear Enter Sandman Yankee Sam and you're the opposing team, you know it's over.
Exactly. You just know you're done. Like, you just know you're finished once you hear that song. And that's how it was pretty much all of the time, except in the World Series 22 years ago. And that was
We
it.
don't
That
talk
was the
about
one.
that.
That was the one blow up. That was the one that you saw, with everyone saw with their own eyes, that fucked everything up. That was the one time Mariano ever really fucked up
That's
badly.
my favorite stat of like probably all time is that I'm sure you've seen CJ. More men have walked on the moon and scored against Mario in the postseason.
Oh yeah, it's insane. Like, it's actually crazy how good he is.
It's
especially in the
insane,
postseason.
especially when you consider how long this guy played in the postseason.
Yeah, he's just one of those dudes that just turned it up to 11 in October every single year. And like, you were just so, like, he just had that gene in him, bro. He just had that dog in him, like, where he was gonna come out all the time, and especially in October, and just dominate and shut you down. So
All right. All right, this is probably gonna be my final question, CJ, and then Alex, if Mike, if you had any final ones, you could get them out now. But obviously, we know where the Yankees are in right now. They're 2.5 games out of a wild card spot. Obviously they're good. Honestly, eventually get judged back. We'll see how the development of both Peraza and these young kids continue. But I wanted to ask you, and this is kind of like an extension of the buyers sales question, but what's your long-term outlook for this team? Let's see, man. If you were in Brian Cash's shoes, like what do you think this team needs to do to probably not this year, but eventually, get back to finally winning a World Series.
So I think definitely got to address left field and third base. Like, that really is like neither one. I mean, yeah, LeMahieu's been better as of late, but again, like, you could throw another guy over there. That would be great. Get some more depth. Left field has been a problem all year. Fix that. That has to be addressed badly, 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 badly. And honestly, like, just try and find more like pure hitters. Like, we need just solid bats. Get some diversify the lineup. Get some lefties in there. That's what the Yankees haven't had, bro. I was watching videos before from 2006 where the Yankees just had complete split of lefties and righties. We need that. That's how you win baseball games, because, again, it throws off pitchers when you have lefties and righties coming up here and there. When you're not just a whole right-handed heavy team, and you only have like 2 or 3 left-handed hitters, like, this just can't happen. So acquire some left-handed hitting. That'll be humongous for the team in multiple ways, and just develop the prospects correctly. Like, Peraza and Volpe have shown their skills. They've shown that they got talent. Let them grow. Give them time and develop them correctly. And honestly, like, from a coaching standpoint, Sean Casey's been good so far. I already see him making an impact on guys like Rizzo Stanton, changing their stances a little bit, little tweaks, and they've been hitting the ball a little better. So keep sticking to that mentality. Keep sticking to whatever he's saying, and just keep it going. So, yeah, you just got to address like certain positions, as mentioned. Managerial wise, I mean, I don't want Boone here anymore, but at this point, who are you going to bring in to replace him? That's something that a lot of people really don't talk about. So, but that should happen. I mean, this season's far from over. Like, I wish I was a fortune teller, could tell y'all what was about to happen the rest of the season, but unfortunately I can't. So I don't know what's going to be going on the rest of the season, but if they don't make the playoffs, everybody gone. If they do make the playoffs and they fail miserably, still would like to see some changes with the coaching and in the front office.
Okay. All right. Any last call for questions for CJ? All right, so CJ, this is where we're gonna transition to the second half show. We have a hot take segment coming up. We have some, and we're gonna talk a little bit of NFL. If you want, you can stay, but if you have to go, we understand. It's your choice.
Yeah, I could stay for maybe 5 more minutes.
Okay. You guys want to have CJ do the hot take?
I can give y'all one right
well,
now off the top of my head
well,
if you want.
all right. So here's this. We do a segment called Hot Take of the episode, like during the middle of the episode, CJ, and self-explanatory. We pick someone on the podcast to do a hot take, and then once the hot take's done, we vote on it whether we thought was good, and we either approve it or disapprove it. So basically, it could be on any sport. It could be on baseball, football, basketball, hockey, whatever you want. So,
all right, I'm gonna deliver this take real quick, and then I'm gonna dip because I gotta go.
New Jersey. If you want, you don't have to. If you want, we could just.
I'm gonna say this. The New Jersey Devils are winning the Stanley Cup this year. That's all I got. That's my last thing.
Approved.
That's all I gotta say.
Wait, what happened?
I will revisit this very take in a couple of months.
Say it again. Michael, pay attention. CJ, say it again.
This is my last thing. The New Jersey Devils are winning the Stanley Cup this year.
Oh, I'm not even a hockey guy, so.
Yeah.
He didn't answer did he answer my question about the Yankees? I had to take care of something. Did he answer my Yankee question?
Yeah, he did.
Who was his 4 Yankees? I didn't hear it.
It was Jeter, Mariano, A-Rod, and Posada. Those were my guys. I had to put them on there.
Oh, those are Mount Rushmore greatest Yankees. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But I gotta run real quick.
Yes. CJ, we thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure having you. One last thing here. Tell us where our listeners can find you.
Yeah, guys. So on Twitter at CJ Pukala at the 4line_ everywhere. On YouTube, the 4line. Subscribe. We got some cool videos coming out from the Subway Series coming up this week and Baltimore trip. It's going to be a completely different vlog. It's going to be totally different experience. So hitting the road to deliver some fun content for y'all. Don't miss that. And yeah, that's all I got to say. And one last thing, just stay positive with the Yankees, man. We got a long way to go.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll see you at the stadium sometime this season. But if I don't, hopefully I'll see you at the Rock.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Definitely. And one last thing here. While you're at Yankee Stadium, make sure you don't take any shit from Ranger fans.
Oh, I never do. But yeah, thank you. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, but CJ, thank you so much for coming on. You're welcome back anytime. Do not be a stranger, buddy.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. Have a great night.
Take care, buddy. Take care.
Thank you.
All right, that was CJ Pukala. Amazing to have him on. Guys, it was amazing to have him get his insight of the Yankees and everything he does. All of the work he does for it was great to have him on. So, guys, we can either do one of two things. We can either vote on CJ's hot take and make that hot take in the episode, or we could have one of us do it.
Let him do it.
All right, so you want to vote on that? You want to vote on CJ?
Yeah.
All right, this is the one for me. I'm approving.
Duh, because you're a Devils fan. Okay. Alex, you're gonna go. Put your Flyers bias. Disapprove?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Remember, Michael, this one counts for Marcellus's record.
This counts for your record because you're the
No, this counts for Marcellus's record, by the way.
You can't be biased like that.
Okay.
I hate hockey with a passion. I'll prove it because I don't fucking care. I approve. Maybe I should just disapprove just because of this. And if you keep dancing, I'm going to change my vote. Adam, if you keep dancing like that, I'm gonna change. Adam, you keep dancing like that, I'm gonna change my vote. You keep doing that, I'm gonna change my vote.
All right, I'm stopping now. All right. All right, but CJ, if you're listening, congratulations, your hot take was approved. And that brings Marcellus' record to what is it? We'll make it 6-2 just to give him a little boost because we know he's struggling with work and stuff. Because that way again completely caught up. All right, but Alex, we unfortunately never got a chance to get to your US Open and sang on the FIFA on the FIFA Women's Cup. So do the US Open now, and then we'll talk about it for a bit. Then do a FIFA, and we'll talk about it for a little bit and a little bit. Go ahead.
So the final round of the Open was pretty non-competitive because the leader was at least three shots up on the leaderboard. He finished with a score. He shot 70 in the final round, which brought him to minus 13. And his name is Brian Harman. He had 2 birdies at hole number 6 and 7. And 14 and 15, he had 2 birdies for those holes. So he was on a roll. There was a four-way tie for second place. It was Day, Kim, Straka, Rahm, and McIlroy. Rahm. And McIlroy was below that, but it was a great Open, and I enjoyed the coverage, and I'm really excited to see what happens next year at the Open.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I haven't had much. Unfortunately, haven't had a chance, to catch much of the U.S. Open, unfortunately. But I definitely need to catch it. What channel is it on, by the way, Alex? If you know by any chance.
Like golf in general, you mean?
I mean the U.S. Open. It's done, right?
Yeah, it was on Peacock, NBC, USA Network.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, but congratulations to Brian Hartman winning it's his first major, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Perfect. I can't perfect, yeah. Yeah, I definitely need to catch up on my golf, on watching golf. It's a nice thing you just have on TV and just chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Golf
right,
for yellow bellies.
All right, but now we're transitioning. Go ahead and talk about the FIFA Women's World Cup.
Yep. So I know we all betted on the Italy Argentina game, and which was the bet of the episode. And Italy overcame the win, beating Argentina 1-0. The game after that one was Germany against Morocco, and Germany beat Morocco 6-0. Brazil and Panama played afterwards, and Brazil beat Panama 4-0. And Colombia and South Korea just played, which ended minutes ago, and Colombia beat South Korea 2-0. So Tuesday's slate is only 2 games. The first one is at 1:30 in the morning, which is New Zealand against the Philippines. And then at 4 a.m., it's Switzerland against Norway. And then lastly, USA will be playing the Netherlands on Wednesday at 9 p.m., which is a big test for them. I think the Netherlands are a really solid team, and it's going to be interesting to see how well they can, how competitive they can be against a really solid team.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, Alex, go ahead.
Oh, I was talking about the USA's next match.
Sorry. I'm just dozing off there. I mean, USA plays on Netherlands, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be, a big, that's gonna be a big matchup. USA is USA the home team or the away team that game?
Away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Netherlands, that's gonna be a really tough matchup for them. Because now Netherlands is obviously a great team, but hey, the USA has gone all the way before. Let's see if they can do it again.
Yeah, it should be really interesting, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Okay. But Axe, great job talking Women's World Cup. It was a blast, buddy, and I mean, hopefully we'll have to see how this tournament continues. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
Oh, and one last thing.
What?
There was a player in tonight's Korea game. She was the youngest player to ever get enter the FIFA World Cup game at 16 years old.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I think she played for I forget who. Oh, her name is Casey Fair. She's on South Korea.
South Korea, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, but Alex, again, great job on your segment. So Michael Cunningham. This is the last segment of the show, buddy. Don't worry, don't worry, skating lace will make it a quick one. All right, but NFL training camp, it's opened up, right? Has NFL training camp opened up officially?
The Eagles start Wednesday.
Eagles start Wednesday. I think Giants start Wednesday too. I think Jets training camp has already started. So I mean, the big thing about the Giants is will Saquon Barkley report to camp. So we talked a lot about this on last episode. Not much you could say really. I didn't say there, but I know that. I know the star running. I know Saquon participating. A bunch of star running backs, got together on a Zoom call to discuss, I believe, the stand position and these guys not getting paid. So I'll chat on that. Before I chat on that, I wanted to talk about Saquon's contract situation. What was I Saquon's contract situation, and is he gonna hold out? And while he may hold out, the beginning of training camp, while he may decide to hold out the beginning of training camp, I do not think he's gonna miss a game for the Giants. I really think I really do not think it would be beneficial for Saquon to miss a game for the Giants because really honestly, like, what leverage does he have? Like, what does he have to gain, by stage holdout? Like, let's say he holds out like the first 4 games or whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, George, let's say he misses the entire year. That's another year of his prime gone, and now all of a sudden, like, teams are gonna pay him. He thinks he's gonna get like some big contract, some teams gonna pay a running back who has injuries his best and hasn't played a year. So I think if Saquon does decide to hold out on that at least into the season, I think I really think he's making a bad decision. I think the best decision for Saquon, is to go out there, show up training camp, and really go out there have a monster season and make them regret not paying you. Like, do exactly what Daniel Jones did. The Giants, they didn't pick up Daniel Jones' 5th-year option. Guess what? He used that as motivation. Went out there and had arguably the best season of his career and got a big payday. Look at what it's apples. It's kind of apples oranges, but look what happened to Aaron Judge. He and the Giants, Yankees couldn't come to an agreement. And then he goes out there, has one of the greatest seasons of all time, and gets a big payday. So that's what we got next to Saquon. Go out there, have a monster season, and make the Giants regret, whatever the dollar was that you wanted, make them regret not paying you. Because if you go out there and have a monster season, whatever that number was, that number's gonna go up. So go out there and make Joe and convince Joe Shane they made the wrong decision. But at the same time, and this is what I'll talk about now, that Zoom meeting, I'm not sure if you disagree. I get a lot of the right back stuff. I said on the last time. I said for last episode. I get these running back frustration. I get the feeling that they're feeling devalued just because of the position. Like, I get I get what I get their frustration, and I completely support them going out there and like trying to figure out a way, saying, hey, how can we make this position more valuable? Like, because who knows, maybe they can't find a way to, maybe they can't find some kink, in the NFL to, make position more relevant. It wasn't too long that the running back, position was the creator crop. Like, remember the Barry Sanders days? Remember the Walter Payton days? All those years ago, all those years ago. So right now, so I emphasize with them, because I said before, if this continues, who's going to want to play the right back position? Who's like, Alex? I'm going to ask you right now, if your kid wants to grow up and he asks you what position like he should play, what position are you recommending he not play?
For football?
For football, yeah.
I would say defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle, but here's the thing: at least defensive tackles get paid. Like, all the positions that require a lot of physical contact, at least they get paid. Running backs, they get hit a lot, and guess what? They're not getting paid. So if you're a star football player, or if you're a parent whose kid wants to play football, are you playing running back position, or are you telling your kids to play running back? No, you're telling your kids, or you're going there, you're playing any other position, literally any other position, and it really could hurt the sport. And it really could, hurt the sport long term. And I really like the quote that Nick Chubb of the Cleveland Browns said. He says, "Right now, there's nothing we can really do. We're kind of handcuffed. They're kind of handcuffed with the kind of handcuff. They're gonna handcuff. The situation. Like right now, they're handcuffed. So, but then again, maybe maybe they can find something. So maybe the next CBA, they can it's just to their teams, finish the owners, and maybe get some changes. So that's the thing. Like teams right now, they don't believe in paying running back. They don't believe in paying extra term. And right now, it is not beneficial for a team to play running back long term. And no, they start running back to understand. So hopefully, hopefully for their sake, they can find something. And hopefully, make it beneficial for teams to start paying running backs again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's basically my thoughts on Giants training camp. That's basically the thoughts. I mean, I'm not really gonna talk that much about the Giants season because it is a big season. It is a big season for the Giants. So they made it playoffs last year, but they're still, I would say, rebuild phase, but they're still they're not there yet where you expect them to compete for Super Bowl. Maybe they will be get there soon. Maybe they'll get there. Maybe they'll shock everyone again, and then all of a sudden they're at the top of the NFC this year. Maybe they'll shock everyone again, but really right now, my expectations for this team is really just build off last year. I want to see Daniel Jones take another next step. That's the thing. I want to see Daniel Jones take the next step. He had a nice season last year, but he only threw for 15 touchdowns. He put up monster figures. Had this beauty where he put up monster figures. Go out there and throw 1,000 yards. Go out there and throw for 20 touchdowns or more. Go out there and put up nice rushing numbers. Go out there and have a big season for take next step and have a big season for the Giants. The Giants they brought in some nice wide receivers. They brought in some nice pieces on offense. They brought in Paris Campbell. They just brought in Cole Beasley. They have Sterling Shepard back. They still have they still have Isaiah Hodgins. They still have Darius Slayton. They brought in Daniel Bellinger. So use that wizards and take the next step this season, Daniel Jones. That's why I want to see Daniel Jones, take the next step this season. All right, Michael Cunningham. He's still not there. All right, while we're waiting on Michael, Alex, we want to talk about Eagles camp. Go ahead, you can do it now.
Okay. The two things I'm really looking forward to seeing is how the Eagles defense does in the addition with Jalen Carter, because the Eagles defense is basically the Georgia Bulldogs, and they have so many Georgia Bulldogs on the defensive side, and I'm really excited to see what growth they can get, and I'm definitely anxious to see videos from the offensive side, especially Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Darius Goddard, and some other players to name. And it's definitely going to be a very hectic time, especially with the media and Nick Sirianni speaking. And I'm really looking forward to reading up on every practice, and it all starts on Wednesday, and it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Eagles, here's the thing about the Eagles, and really, that's the big question: was last year, a fluke for them? Like was last year, like was last year going over a Super Bowl flip, or can they do it again? I mean, I definitely think they are one of the best teams in the NFC, but my question is, are they winning the division? Because here's the thing, and here's the funny thing of the NFC East. Sox, they haven't had a repeat division winner since when again? Let me look this up. Let me look this up because I remember last year the Eagles won it. The year before the Cowboys won it. The year before that the then Washington football team won it, and then and it's like it's crazy how year by year oh yeah, like they have had a repeat division in winner in a long time. So maybe this'll be maybe this is the season that will break that. Maybe this is the year where the Eagles go out there and they repeat as division winners. Maybe this is the year, yeah. The last time they were division winners repeat was actually the Eagles all the way back, from 2021 to 2024. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, but can this Eagles team do it? I definitely think they can, but I think Dallas is gonna be in the mix, and you can't rule the Giants, and you can't rule out the Washington either. Maybe their first year under my boy Josh Harris. Maybe they take a big next step this year.
Yeah.
By the way, did you hear about the Commanders getting sold?
Yeah.
I think Washington fans right now, they may pull Eagles fans. They may burn down the city. Now Dan Snyder's gone.
They may be happy that Dan Snyder's going.
They're good. They are, right, Michael?
Yeah.
All right, Michael, really quick here. You can talk about Jets training camp, and then after that, if you want, you can just get your bed in and then go. I know it's late.
Jets are going to make it to the playoffs, and they're going to make it to the AFC Championship game this year. Mark my words.
Wow. That's a hot take.
Adam, think about it. We got a great quarterback. We needed a quarterback last year, and we got the biggest dog in the yard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had the biggest dude. We had the best quarterback of this generation.
I mean, maybe not this generation, but one of the best for sure. Now, question is, does Aaron Rodgers still have? But the one thing I like about Aaron Rodgers is that he seems to have, embraced New York. You saw him, at Madison Square Garden a lot. You've seen him around the city. He really seems to have embraced New York, and he really seems to have embraced the Jets. Like I remember, I don't know if you saw a video, Michael. He saw Skarner, got him a nice chain, and they were chatting it up. So it really seems like the guy, has embraced New York. So I mean that's great to see. So if you're a Jets fan right now, obviously you have to be excited. It's very exciting times right now to be a Jet fan. Am I right, Michael?
You're damn right.
Yeah, but I mean, for the Jets, really, it's like it's very. I mean, would you say it's playoffs or bust? I think it has to be playoffs or bust, at the very least. It's like I understand. I mean, a lot of people are saying it should be Super Bowl bust. I get the understanding of that because you're not really gonna have a big window with Aaron Rodgers, but at the same time, let's say Aaron Rodgers lasts 2 or 3 years with the Jets. Guess what? Then they could finally hopefully draft their next franchise quarterback, and that quarterback will be perfectly slotted to replace Rodgers. He'll have Sauce Gardner in his prime. He'll have Garrett Wilson in his prime. He'll have all the Carl Carter, all these guys, will be in their all these guys, will be in their prime. So it'll be perfectly fine for a new quarterback to step in, whether Rodgers, is done. So I don't think it's actually more a bust, but it's definitely at the very least playoffs bust. If they miss the playoffs this year, here's Michael, you're gonna like this. Here's my goal for the Jets this year. When was the last time they won a playoff game?
I don't even remember 2010.
2012, win a playoff game this year. That should be your goal. Win a playoff game. Just get in and find a way to win a playoff game. Go ahead and break that curse. Because then going forward, you at least have that back. Okay, we finally won a playoff game. We had that force on the back. Like, look at how huge that was for the Giants this year. We haven't won a playoff game since our last Super Bowl. Okay, we finally got that. We finally got that off our backs. Look at the Knicks this year. We haven't won a playoff series in forever. We finally do that. Same thing with the Devils. Look, we finally won a playoff series. We finally got that off our backs, and we can build off that. And the next thing we can build off that. And the Giants hopefully give up that. That should be a goal for just this year. Find a way to make the playoffs. Find a way to win a playoff game. And get players off a situation. It's like, okay, we did something really nice here. Now we can build off it going forward. All right. But guys, do you all know what time it is?
Bets of the episode.
Yep, it's time right now for bets of the episode. All right, Michael, question here. Are we gonna count or are we gonna count your bet, or are we gonna punish you? Mike, are you there? I'm actual vote on this right now, because here's the thing. Mike had Liberty over Mystics, they won. Mets over Red Sox, they won. He had Anthony Volpe getting a hit on Sunday, and guess what? Here's the thing. Anthony Volpe was not in the starting lineup, but he did pinch it, and he didn't get a hit. So, my question for you, Alex, is: are we punishing him? Are we counting that as a loss?
In my head, I think you have to play the whole game.
You have to play a whole game. So we say we should just scrap Anthony Volpe hit and just give them the points for Liberty or Mystics and Mets or Red Sox. What?
It's an L.
It's an L. You're telling me we should give him the L?
Yep.
Hold on for a second here. I really think you're being cruel to him right now. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm gonna try to get Micah back on. Oh my god. But while we're searching for that, Marcellus won his bet. He had Reds over Red Sox. Sam lost. He had Royals over Yankees foolishly. And how did your bet? I know I lost mine because I had the Liberty over Mystics, but the Orioles effed me over. Alex, how'd your bet go?
I think I lost.
Okay, so
I think I won my bet.
Here's the thing, Michael. You had Liberty over Mystics, Mets over Red Sox, but yet Anthony Volpe getting a hit on Sunday, and he was not in the starting lineup. But here's the thing, he came in later to the game and shit. So Alex is usually arguing that should count, that your bet should count as a loss.
Hell no, that doesn't count. He didn't play a whole inning. Bullshit. Alex is a hater. Since this is my betting segment, I'm gonna revoke it, and he can suck my left nut.
All right. So I'm the deciding vote here, and
Adam.
You know what, Michael? I'm gonna have mercy on you. We're gonna waive the Anthony Volpe hit part since he didn't play the whole game, and we will give you the win, and we will give you points for Liberty Mystics and Mets or Red Sox.
Yeah, don't screw me.
I'm having mercy on you, buddy.
Just remember, I know you both live, Adam. I'll fuck you up.
Don't come after me. Don't come after me. Alex was the one who said no. Alex was the one who was trying to screw you over.
Alex, why are you trying to screw me, my brother?
Just to piss you off.
Just remember, I know you live, and I know how I can make your birthday a living hell.
Nope.
All right.
I know where your house is. Don't play with me.
All right. But since you hit your bet, Michael, you know what that means?
What?
You get to pick the game of the episode.
You know what? We're going to do a Subway series. Yankees, Mets.
What day?
Tuesday. We're going to do Tuesday.
Oh, fuck.
Wednesday.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Wednesday. Because Wednesday I'm fine with. Wednesday I'm good.
What's wrong with Tuesday?
Because if you told me Tuesday, I would pick the Mets because Verlander is going. He always kills us. All right. All right. So, game of the episode: Yankees Mets on Wednesday. I'm going Yankees. Well,
this is for Alex because he hates both teams. This is a dilemma for Alex.
I'll go with the Yankees.
Really? Okay.
He hates both teams, so
I actually hate the Mets more.
you should be a Yankee fan, bro. That should be your second favorite team. You should be a Yankee fan.
Oh, hell no.
How are you a San Francisco? How are you a Pirates fan? They're in the same division as the Phillies.
My dad is from Pittsburgh.
That doesn't make sense. You're liking both teams in the division. That's like me liking the Yankees and Red Sox.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Pirates, they play the Phillies this weekend.
That should be fun.
Yep.
All right, so we're all picking Yankees. I'll make sure I get Sam's. First, we always want to have Sam just pick Yankees.
Yeah.
Well, Yankees has a placeholder for Sam, but if he wants to change it later on, he can.
And we know what we do.
Marcellus, we're gonna have pick Mets.
We'll give him the Yankees just to fuck with him.
No, he will literally kill us.
He wouldn't kill me because he would think it would be funny.
All right, but for my actual bet, let's see here. Should I do it? Let me think. I will double down on that. I will take Yankees on Wednesday, but I am gonna do a same game parlay, and what am I gonna do? I will go Carlos Rodon over on the strikeouts. I think Carlos Rodon has a big bounce back game on Wednesday. So I'll do Yankees money line and Carlos Rodon over on the strikeouts on Wednesday. All right, Axe, go ahead. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to do a 3-game parlay for MLB. All 3 games are Tuesday. So I'm going to do Milwaukee money line over Cincinnati.
Milwaukee money line over who?
The Reds.
Okay. Brewers over Reds. Wow. You're living dangerously with that.
And then I'm going to go with the Guardians over Kansas City.
Guardians of Kansas City. Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay over Miami.
And Rays over Marlins, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I picked the perfect bet for Marcellus. Yeah, I'm going to make some of the Yankees on Tuesday, and we have Justin Verlander over on the strikeouts. All right, but what are we doing with Sam here? For Sam, we'll do Yankees on Wednesday, and oh, should I do something just to F with them? Oh, okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Yankees over Mets on Wednesday, and I'm gonna do Anthony Rizzo to get a hit.
Make it a home run.
Should I make it a home run just to really F with them?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, Michael. Last up. Go ahead.
Yankees money line on Wednesday.
Okay.
And New York Liberty money line.
Okay. Who are they playing again?
Go look at.
They're playing the Seattle Storm, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. That's all for our bets, and that's all for this episode. Guys, you want to take a look? I finally did my room. I put all my posters back up. Guys, is it nice, yo, to our viewers and Alex and Michael? Is it nice looking, yo, at me right now? You don't see a completely blank, yo, white, yo, thing, yo, back in the background now.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, is it nice?
Yep.
All right. Here, no, why not? Let me show off, yo, my whole thing here. Hold on, let me show off my whole thing. I did this. I put all, you see all my bobbleheads and figurines. I put my banners back up. I put my frames back up, and look right there. I put all that back up as well.
Nice.
Okay. All right. But guys, any final thoughts?
Nope.
Nope, y'all want to go to bed?
Duh.
I really don't blame you. I really don't blame you at all. But guys, that's it. This has been episode 173 of the Gay Gay Podcast. Yours truly, Grassani, Mike Cunningham, Alex Reich, and also this CJ Pukala. Like you heard, we should leave a like and follow and subscribe to the podcast. Also, if you want to join colleges, we can't YouTube. We got the social media. We feature episode, featured episode of America. Those you Jesus fans. The natural world, believe it and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay